Pink, purple, blue, gray, and black. The first piece of information you receive can actually anchor your entire thinking. It's a mental trick called the anchoring effect. Let's find out how it shapes what we think and do. Imagine Joan. She starts out as a secretary at this firm, but she knows that she's cut out for management. So Joan begs and begs and begs her boss to be given an opportunity to try a management position that's open. After months of her begging, the boss finally goes to his boss and says, "Hey, let's give Joan a shot." Joan comes into her new management position and actually proves herself. But everybody seems to think that she's just not a right fit for the new position that she's in. Finally, Joan is just frustrated because she knows she's doing a good job, so she leaves and she moves to another company. This time, she doesn't start out as a secretary. She starts out in management. 5 years later, she's the VP of the entire company. But back at her old job, they still see her as the secretary. Here's another mind blower. Scientists took a random number and made it spin and hit on a wheel. Let's say 800. They made it spin and hit, spin and hit. By the way, do you remember what color I said first? Next, after the wheel spun and hit this same number multiple times, they asked him how many words were in the Gettysburg Address. And you guessed it, almost every single participant averaged the number that they saw on the wheel, even though the number had absolutely nothing to do with the Gettysburg Address. Totally unrelated, but the number stuck in their mind. And job interviews? Most decisions are made in the first few minutes. The anchoring effect is powerful. Once we get an idea in our heads, it's really tough to shake it out. It can influence everything that follows. So what does that mean for you? Your first impression, the thing that you do first, the words that you say first, it sets the stage for everything else that you do. It becomes your anchor. So next time that you're talking to a new person, making an introduction, doing a sales pitch, or launching a new product, remember the anchoring effect. Make that first moment count. The pink might just define everything else that follows.